Hey, welcome to Be That, Create That, the podcast where we teach women in leadership to step confidently into their next level in career and life, using some intentional action steps so that they can be who they admire and create what they desire. I'm Trienne Topp. I'm a leadership performance coach, inspired working with women in areas of all leadership and personal development. A true personal development junkie because I have seen the shifts that have happened in my life and in the lives of my clients and teams with these types of tools applied. I believe happiness equals progress and fulfillment is then the result. So I know with small intentional actions in leading ourselves every day, we can make the impact we'd like to see in the world around us through leadership and influence. In this podcast, you're going to hear everyday leadership lessons from my clients, my teams, or my own experiences that have improved communication, culture, collaboration, ultimately creating a ripple effect throughout our networks. So let's get started and let's get intentional. Hey, how is everybody doing? Trienne here. So excited to start this podcast launch with you. I can almost not believe it. I don't know if you know because I haven't really put it out there, but I have been wanting to start a podcast for like 2 years and easily since June of last year. This was a goal of June of 2022. So if that doesn't encourage you to keep after the thing, I don't know what will. So I'm wanting to celebrate you today for being here with me as part of episode 1. Thank you so much for joining. But I thought the perfect way for me to start episode 1 would be to just give a little background on myself and how I ended up becoming a leadership performance coach. So my people in my past have described me as energetic, positive, authentic, a mentor, a speaker. And after 26 years in the restaurant, hospitality industry, retail space, and network marketing, I finally said to myself, listen, I get asked for free advice all the time. I'm working to develop my personal team around me, no matter what position that I'm in. And the things that I'm sharing with these people are things that would really benefit more people who are in more of a leadership role. So in 2018, I left my job in corporate retail and I decided to do business coaching and consulting. So I work one-on-one with women entrepreneurs or women who have small businesses or even women who run a team or an office, because I know that personal development is something that has changed my life, and I know how using personal development not only to work with the women or the teams that I'm working with, but for myself. I developed a strong morning routine that I share in a 21-day challenge called Morning Rush. I'm sure that we will get into why I think the morning routine is incredibly important, but I really understand that I'm building my teams and individuals on wanting to have their personal success first, because it's going to have a ripple effect into the success of the business or the team. I have done retreats for small groups. I have written training curriculum corporately and for franchisees. I've organized and led team retreats, and I take every opportunity to share with women how they can be inspiring leaders from whatever position that they hold within their company, because I truly believe that we lead ourselves every single day, and a woman who can lead herself can easily lead others, right? So in 2003, I graduated from Western Michigan University, and I have a bachelor's in business administration focusing on management and a minor in psychology. I like to inspire other people to take consistent, actionable steps to lead themselves and their teams into their next level. And sometimes we have to recognize the level that we're in right now before we can get into that next level. So as I'm working in group coaching or one-on-one with clients, I always like to start with where we are right now Let's create a vision for where we want to be, and then together we can fill in the gaps. It's not easy, but it is simple. Simple to take these leading yourselves little actions every single day. So if you don't know me already, I live in the only state that has 4 seasons that can show up all in one day, Michigan in the U.S. I'm now the CEO of Be That Create That, which I call a company that's focusing primarily on women in business, teaching them about confidence and business strategy and high performance and time management, and how women can use their personal voice, again, from any position that they're in within their company or their team, to really help not only push themselves forward personally and professionally, but a great result for our team and companies, right? So I also lead the Female Leader Headquarters, which is over in Facebook. It's a Facebook group over there. I am married to love of my life, Bill, and we have 2 what we call strong-willed blessings, Tegan and Blake. My girls are amazing. Our family really loves to travel. Beach preferred if we can, but we love to explore. So being outdoors, looking for adventure, whether it's horseback, biking, camping, or just spending time together in a pop-up dance party in the kitchen. My style can be best described as authentic, edgy, and playful. But don't take that as we don't get to work, because I'm also a no-nonsense business leader. I'm comfortable in pretty much anything from my favorite yoga pants and hoodie to a blazer with a perfectly stated graphic tee. And I never miss an opportunity to listen to the stories of the women around me and really encourage them to, again, take small action steps to move on to their next level. I believe every moment is a chance to create an ongoing ripple effect of positivity, and everyone needs to know that their unique contributions are appreciated, but most importantly, they're needed. I love coaching. Character education at a local school is something that I do on the side. It's where my girls go to school, so I get to be involved in their school, which is amazing. I love to volunteer and make time for that. And I'm an operating partner for a local restaurant. I really believe that when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, and you can get everything from life that you ever wanted as long as you help enough other people get what they want. Team members that have worked with me say that I'm energetic, no nonsense, positive, resilient, and definitely dynamic, both in energy and in the calm. I lead as if success is inevitable, because I believe it doesn't have to all be hard work, but everything works and nothing doesn't, right? So I'm going to inspire you guys. I'm going to maybe encourage you along the way to really ask yourself those uncomfortable questions to create action and strategy to your next level. Because after all, we aren't here to live in the mediocre. We get to be and create whatever we desire if we only have the courage to ask for what that might be. So again, I wanted to use episode 1 to just give a little background information about myself. I am so excited that you are on this journey with me. In this podcast, I'm going to be using interviews in a series that I have in our Facebook group called Intentional Women Making an Impact, to interview women that are in that community that are making an impact every single day, so I can use those stories to encourage and inspire you to reach out and make your difference. I'm also going to be sharing some tips and tricks, some things that happen with my team, with my clients, because I believe that I teach from truth and we learn from what's happening around us, right? Stories are going to help us understand and relate to something in our own lives that we want to be able to take action on and not necessarily fix for good, but progress over perfection, right? Which I would say is definitely the driving force behind this podcast. I'm using Audacity to record, or a lot of times I'll use StreamYard to do my live streams in my Facebook groups and on LinkedIn and on YouTube. So tech is not something that necessarily usually comes easy for me, but I'm figuring it out, right? Everything's figure outable. So thank you for bearing with me as we get into this. And I'm so excited to see what we can do with this podcast moving forward. And if you are somebody who would love to be interviewed for Intentional Women Making an Impact, reach out to me through Facebook at Trienne Topp, on Instagram or LinkedIn, and we'll make sure that we get you the form to sign up to be one of our guests for that. And you may even hear your episode here on the Be That Create That podcast. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for joining us, guys.